My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready?
Play.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. Jan-Lennard Struff serving first, and actually has both held his serve and, of course, his nerve in terms of a few signs of nerves thus far from Jan-Lennard in what is a huge occasion for Jan-Lennard. Biggest match of his career, arguably, playing the world number one and esteemed almost tennis legend already in the form of Jannik Sinner. He's 36 years old, is Jan-Lennard Struff. He's been in this is his first ever Grand Slam quarterfinal at the tender age of 36 years old. And here we are. Sinner's going to serve. I'm just having a quick snack because it's going to be a long day for me. We've got all the matches today on the channel, so please do tune in for all the other ones as well, including Pegula against Goff shortly. Poor return there from Struff on the backhand side, 15 love. Do get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to win. So one game all, comfortable hold there for Jannik. Struff also pretty comfortable here on serve. 40 love up into the forehand of Jannik there. Oh, a little net cord, cheeky net cord. And Jannik doesn't win the point, and Jan-Lennard Struff does. So, quick fire first 3 games. I think that's the coach of Jan-Lennard Struff, and he's got a bag of ice between his legs, curiously. Okay. So 2-1, pretty comfortable. I think we've had just 1 point go against serve thus far. And so Jannik is serving, going up 30 love in a serve-dominated beginning to the match. Sinner, of course, the overwhelming favourite today. The reigning Wimbledon champion. And how many slams has he won? I'm going to say 2 Australians, 2 US, 1 Wimbledon. Is that right? 5? I think so. Serve down the tee there for Jannik, unreturned. 40 love. Second serve here for Struffy to look at. Backhand return from Jan-Lennard. Backhand again. Forehand here from Jannik going into Jan-Lennard's backhand. He's defending pretty well, and Jannik can't pick up that half volley. So it is 40-15. Oh, and now Jannik goes into the net, 40-30. This is the most anyone's been threatened on serve thus far. Another serve here as well at 40-30. So a second serve for Jan-Lennard to look at. We're going to get our first deuce of the match. Good backhand return there from Jan-Lennard. Forehand there. Lovely forehand. And Jannik can't quite deal with that, so we are at deuce. Oh, and by the way, we've got searing temperatures today in London. I think 31 degrees centigrade. Hence Jan-Lennard's coach with that bag of ice that I highlighted earlier between his legs. Backhand return from Struffy there. Backhand cross court. Oh, unlucky. Good attempt to go cross court there. But couldn't get it over the net. And it is a Jan-Lennard hold after a brief moment of concern at deuce. On return serve, so Struffy gets to 15 love. And Jan-Lennard continues to be very comfortable here. Forty love. Another comfortable hold for Jan-Lennard Struff. So we are at 3-2. And Goff and Pegula are going to be entering the court very, very shortly. I would probably be leaning towards Pegula in that one. And here, whatever is slightly stronger than a lean for Jannik Sinner. But the weather makes things interesting, as does the way the beginning of this match has unfolded. So they're back on court, and it is 2-3. Hey, Almondo. Peak sun and hot temperatures do make this interesting. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Okay, Sinner here serving 2-3, love 15, and Jannik is the only one who's had to go to deuce thus far. Goff versus Mukova, King Cabano? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, Jannik Sinner here serving. Backhand return from Jan-Lennard into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner on the attack. He's going to have a tricky shot though here from the baseline. And we are back to neutral, I should say. Jannik getting a bit fortunate there though with a miss-hit forehand from Struffy. So we are at 15-all. Too close to call. Too close to call, King Cabano. Just too close to call. It's incredible, right? In terms of Struffy's Grand Slam record. I think he's made the 4th round of Wimbledon before. Forehand miss-hit there from that Jan-Lennard. I wonder if he is playing a little bit more cautiously today, Jan-Lennard, than normal. He's normally a pretty aggressive player. But there's 2 factors. First of all, biggest match of his career. Some nerves, maybe not sure about going as big. Secondly, if he makes this physical, I mean, I'm not sure how Jan-Lennard is going to cope with the physicality of it either. But Jannik Sinner's never won a match over 4 hours. And his 5-set record is not mega impressive for someone with his standing in the sport. 5 Grand Slam wins. Okay, good serve out wide there from Jannik to get to 40-15. Do make sure you hit that like button if you're just joining. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Okay, serve down the tee, but it just clips the net and goes long. So a second serve here for Struff to look at. Backhand return from Jan-Lennard. He's got good spot placement on that return. Good depth here from Jan-Lennard as well as he comes into the net and deals with that volley really well. 40-30. Okay, 40-30. Still a game point here for Jannik to get to 3-all. A decent return, and Jannik just completely missing the ball there. Maybe a slightly deceptive bounce. So another deuce here on Jannik's serve. It's the second game in a row on his serve that he's had to go to deuce. Prior to that, we just had a bunch of easy holes for Jan-Lennard and the one for Jannik. Last time he got to deuce, he won the next 2 points pretty comfortably. And Jan-Lennard went big there with the backhand, but too big as it turns out. This match is being played on court number 1. Pegula and Coco Gauff have the center stage today, at least for the first match of the day. I believe Djokovic Felix is on center court as well. And therefore, Osaka Mukov is on court 1, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, second serve here for Sinner at advantage. It's a decent second serve, but not a bad return, but well defended by Jannik. Forehand to forehand right now. And I think Jan-Lennard went long. He did indeed with that forehand. A couple of times there in a row. Jan-Lennard going long. Pegula and Goff are on the court doing the coin toss. If I get any news regarding who won the toss, I'll let you know, but I don't have it yet. Struffy up 15 love here on his serve. Do make sure you hit that like button, people. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. So, Struffy here with a slice. Run around forehand for Jannik. That can cross court from Struff is good, but well defended by Jannik. Struff now comes into the net, and that's going to go long from Sinner. And so it is 30 love. Of course, we've got Zverev and Lahetska as well, which has still got to conclude. Struffy up here, 40 love. King Cabano just keeps writing the same message. King Cabano, is your laptop faulty? We'll take a quick break and then we'll be back. Do get in the live chat and I'll try and address some of your questions then.
Ready? Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Okay, so we're back on court, people. Sinner here serving at 3-4. This time he does win his first point on serve, unlike the previous service game. Sinner here serving at 15 love. That's 30 love here on the Jannik serve, so looking pretty comfortable on this occasion. It's been pushed to deuce a couple of times, but here looking much better. What do you love here for Sinner? Oh, I thought he'd made that serve. Oh, lovely forehand winner there from Jan-Lennard Struff. 40-15. Pretty quick pace to this set, even though we've had a couple of juice games. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. $40-30. Miss hit forehand there from Jannik. Okay, second serve here for Struffy to look at as well. Backhand return from him. It's not the cleanest, and now it's on the forehand of both players. Decent depth there from Jan-Lennard, and it's going to go to deuce. And hello to those of you tuning in for Coco Gauff against Jessica Pegula. Gauff is serving first, and he's up 40 love. Okay, deuce here, Sinner serving. So it's on the tee, backhand return. It does land in, but Jannik there with a big forehand. Jan-Lennard here having to defend, and that slice I think is going to go long. So a game point for Jannik Sinner. Meanwhile, Pegula's got her first point of the match against Coco Gauff. And Sinner holds. Again, just from a little moment of discomfort there. So 4 games all in the Sinner Struff match, which of course began at just after 2 o'clock local time. Just after 1 o'clock local time. The Pegula. Was Struffy a lucky loser? No way. Let me just check this. No. Oh, it's saying, I think, in 2023, Struffy was the first lucky loser to get to like a Masters 1000 final in a long time. Anyway, Struffy here, 4-15 love. Meanwhile, Pegula has won a bunch of points in a row and has a break point on the Coco serve. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Struff backhand here going to go long. 15 all. We've yet to go to deuce on the Struff serve. And a reminder that it is 31 degrees Celsius out there. $15 all. Good serve down the tee. Forehand out the line from Jan-Lennard is good, but Sinner's going to defend that. Another great forehand from Jan-Lennard. Oh, Jan-Lennard volleying there at the net, and he's one of the best volleys on tour, and yet somehow he's contrived to put that in the net. I mean, the first thing he did wrong was he's going in the wrong direction. He's got to go the other way with that volley. Maybe he just lost a bit of concentration. It was a fairly routine volley. If he ends up getting broken, I think it'll be that volley that he regrets the most. Talking of being broken, Jessica Pegula has already broken Coco Gauff. Pegula leads 1 game to love, and she was 40 love down on the Coco serve, and yet she's already got the break. Good serve out wide there from Jan-Lennard Struff to get us to 30 all. Okay, Struffy serves out wide, misses the first serve just. So second serve here. For Jannik to look at. Back forehand return is going to miss. So 40-30. Meanwhile, Pegula on serve here at 1 love, 15 all. Whichever you prefer. Oh, ace down the tee from Struff, and he holds for 5-4. Let's have a quick look over there for Pegula against Gauff as these two players change ends. Deep into the second week here. Because these are quarterfinals. All the quarterfinals being played today are the opponents potentially in the semi-finals. So Pegula Gauff, as I see a drop shot there from Pegula, lovely, 40-15. Pegula Gauff, for example, will play the winner of Mukova and Osaka. I guess Mukova's the slight favourite against Osaka, but not much in it, to be honest. And then, of course, the winner of Sinner and Struff will play the winner of Djokovic and Felix, as I see Gauff mess up the return. And so it is 2 love. Stan Smith there in the crowd. Is that... whose box is that? I'm going to say it's Pegula's box, maybe? Don't know. Or it might just be a different box. 7 minutes on the clock here. Pegula leading 2 love with an early break. Sinner and Struff are a change of ends. We've already got love 15 here on the Coco serve after she went wide with that forehand. We'll go back to Struff and Sinner because it's a big moment in the match with Sinner serving to stay in the first set. Excuse me. Sinner here serves down the tee. It's a good serve down the tee, and Jan-Lennard did well to get a racket on it, but couldn't get it back in play. And so it is 30 love on the Sinner serve. Looks like we're going to go to a tie break at the moment in that particular encounter. Coco winning back-to-back points to get to 30-15. And it's now 40 love here on the Sinner serve. Okay, forehand to forehand. And that forehand's going to go long from Struffy. So it is 5-all. "38 minutes on the clock." As I see Stinner's box there, they're all well sunscreened up. Forehand here for Jannik had gone the tat to get to love 15 on the Struffy serve. We did see a little wobble in the previous game from Jan-Lennard when he put that volley in the net and went down 15-30, but he recovered well to hold. Here he is, love 15 down after a nice forehand winner there from Jannik Sinner. Ooh, good serve, but then the backhand volley wasn't picked up by Jan-Lennard, and we are now at love 30. Body serve here, but Jannik's dealt with that well, and since Struff hasn't dealt with the backhand well, and we are at love 40. So big moment here. 3 break points for Jannik Sinner to take charge of this first set. Pegula in charge of her set, leading 2-1 over Coco Gauff. That's 2-1 with a break. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Hope you're well. Good serve down the tee for Struffy there to get to 15-40. Another good serve down the tee. Ace from Jan-Lennard. 30-40. Whatever happened to the Carotto boys? 2 years ago, they were all the rage, and now they've just disappeared. Oh, I thought he'd made that first serve, but he didn't, Jan-Lennard. So, second serve here, 30-40. Oh, and Jannik has made that forehand return. Gets the break. Just dropping in. I thought as it came off his racket, it was going to go out. And so it's 6-5 now for Sinner. Barely got a look on the Jan-Lennard serve throughout the set. Didn't get to juice nor had a break point. And now, at a huge moment in the match at 5-all, he gets the break. He leads 6-5 with a break when they return to the court. He'll serve for the first set. Let's go over to Coco Gauff against Jessica Pegula. Pegula has 2 game points to get to 3-1. And Coco misses that return, so it is 3-1 for Jessica Pegula. Da, 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 da. Okay, Pegula here on the slice, and a slice from Coco as well. Forehand cross court from Jessica. Now it's on her backhand slice, Pegula, into the forehand of Coco, which goes into the net. Love 15. Coco Gauff here, second serve as well. Forehand Coco Gauff is going to be mishit, but it's going to land in, and I think she's going to get lucky there because Pegula hit that on the rise and then went long, 15 all. Bit fortunate there for Coco, given that she mishit that forehand. Serve out wide there from Coco, and she puts the smash though into the net. She was on the stretch slightly there, but you would still expect her to make it. But as it is, 15-30, as Jessica looks to put her foot down in this first set. Get it to 4-1 with a double break potentially. Okay, Gauff serves out wide. It's a good serve. She's on the attack. She should put this forehand away, and she does. 30 all. Okay, Gauff serves on the T, 40-30. Gauff does hold for 3-2. Let's go back to Sinner and Struff because Sinner is serving for the first set, and I want to see how that's panning out. Probably comfortably for Jannik, but let's have a look. Okay, we're into this. He's got some set points here. Yes, he has. And he's got the first set after Struff goes wide with that backhand. So Jannik Sinner wins the first set by 7 games to 5 and takes a small and significant step towards another Wimbledon semi-final. Just trying to think how many Wimbledon semi-finals he's been in. He was there, of course, in the final in 2025 because he won the tournament. 2024, he went out in the quarters, didn't he, to Medvedev in a 5-setter. Jannik and 5-setters that go beyond 4 hours. I think that might have just tipped 4 hours. 2023 made the semis before losing to Djokovic. 2022 lost to Djokovic as well, but that year was in the quarters. So I think it'll be his 3rd semi-final, Jannik. Do make sure you hit that like button, people. And if you haven't already done so, please do hit subscribe. It's going to be a long day. To get voting in our poll as well as to who you think is going to win this match. And by this match, I simply mean the one you're watching. Okay, let's go back to Pegula and Gauff. Pegula serving 3-2. Just the one break for Jess. Oh, a cheeky net cord there for Coco Gauff to get to love 15. What court are they putting Zverev on today, by the way? Is Zverev going back on a centre court? Backhand cross-court hit from Coco. Slice from Jessica Pegula. Backhand to backhand right now. Now on the forehand of Goff. And that backhand is going to miss from Pegula. So suddenly now we're at love 30. So I think Lehecka Zverev will recommence on center, meaning after Pegula and Goff. And Pegula goes into the net, and so it's love 40. And Goff gets the break. So we're back on serve, people. Excuse me. Coco misses the serve out wide. Okay. That's love 15 on the Coco serve. For those of you just tuning in, wondering what's going on with Jannik Sinner and Jan-Lennard Struff. Well, Sinner won the first 7 games to 5. Getting the crucial break there at 5-all. And now it's love 30 here. Oh, that was a wild second serve from Coco Gauff. Serve issues there, apparent. And so we have 3 break points for Jessica to restore her lead. Another double fault from Coco Gauff. So 4-3 of the break. Big bad news for Jan-Lennard Struff. He's down a break point already on centre court. Sorry, on number 1 court. But I think he's going to save it. Yes, he is. Juice. It's a nice little touch volley there from Struff. Sinner goes for sort of the pat volley over pat lob, but it didn't work. So game point, Jan-Lennard. And Struffy gets the hole. 1 love. 53 minutes on the clock. Pagula here, 4-3, 15 love. Oh, Struffy. Another volley into the net from Jan-Lennard. So yeah, Sinner bidding to make the Wimbledon semi-finals for a 3rd time. He's 2-2 in quarterfinals, losing to Djokovic in 22 and Medvedev in 24. Oh, actually, yeah, exactly. Oh, Pagula 14-30, 15-30 on her serve. It's going to be 40-15 here for Jannik. Okay, so comfortable hold there for Jannik in the end. Struffy serving here 15 love. Let's switch back our attention therefore to what's going on in the Pagula match. So Goff serving here at 3-5, 30 love. Okay, forehanded from Pegula. Had a chance to come into the net, but didn't take it. Oh, has that drop shot landed in? No, it must have clipped the net and landed out. Okay. So 40-15. Maybe justice was served there in terms of the fact that didn't land in. Okay, Struff in a bit of bother on his serve again, 15-30. Goff comes in for a serve volley, puts it away, holds a 5-4. Have a quick look at Struffy and Sinner. 15-30 suggests that he's in a bit of... The last 3 or 4 service games in a row now for Struffy, he's been... The first 5 service games, he was super comfortable. But now it's at 3 service games in a row. In fact, I'd say the first 4 service games he was super comfortable, wasn't he? But actually it's now 4 in a row where he struggled a bit. Okay. Great return there from Sinner. Struffy can't pick up the volley. We've got the break, 2-1. So Sinner leads by a set and a break. Meanwhile, can Pegula serve out this first set? We're about to find out. Okay. So Pegula here serving 5-4, 15 all. Forehand turn from Coco goes long. So it is 30-15. As you're just tuning in, do hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please do hit subscribe. Hello, Jake. The forehand and double fault travails that Coco have blighted Coco's career, arguably. Despite the impressive CV that she has, have been apparent today. 40-15 now for Jessica. So 2 set points for the Berlin finalist of this year. She won the Berlin title in 24. I highlight Berlin, of course, because it's on a grass court tournament, albeit one in Germany. 2 set points here for Jessica. So it's on the tee, but just misses it. So a second serve here. Forehand return. Unsurprisingly, Jessica concentrates on that forehand and it breaks down at the 3rd time of asking. Jessica Pegula wins by 6-4. Good afternoon, Victor. All right. Looks like maybe we're going to have someone go off court, are we? Perhaps. So let's switch back to Struffy and Jannik Sinner. Sinner leading by a set and a break. Remember, we have sort of 3 singles matches today on centre court because we will also have the conclusion of Lehecka and Zverev. They're fairly deep into their 3rd set with Zverev leading by 2-0. That will commence at the conclusion of Pegula and Goff. Sinner here with a smash, doesn't put it away. We're still in the rally. This is on the Jannik serve. Good depth here from Struffy. Struffy comes into the net, rushes Sinner, and Jannik misses. So 30-40, break point for Struff. First one of the match. Hello. Hello. Look who it is, people. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Yeah. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Okay. Sorry about that momentary break, but it was enforced, as you can see. And talking of breaks, Struffy gets the break, 2-2. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. No. She wants to go. Ciao, Yuki. Okay, so Pegula leads 1-0. Sinner and Struffy are 2 games all. Okay, I'm back, people. Just had to deal with Yuki there. Get some chocolate as well. Struffy here, 30-love on his serve. We are having a little break with the Pegula Goff encounter, so you're not missing anything there. Struffy up 30-love here on his serve. Now it's 40-love. Struff thought about a serve volley there, but backed out and then had a slightly awkward backhand that went wide. So 40-15. Well, Felix or Djokovic? For Jannik Sinner next, if Sinner wins. So Djokovic is the favourite, right? I'm going to have a cup of tea. Yeah. Cup of tea incoming for me. Struffy holds. So 3-2. Let's switch over to Coco Gauff, shall we? Against Pegula, because Pegula has a break point. Gauff serving here, 30-40. And she's going to save it, deuce. And then we're going to have a game point now for Coco. But we get back to deuce. Big game, this one. Jessica has been broken once today. Okay, forehand here from Coco. Comes into the net, backhand volley, but it's not killed the point yet. It's a lovely lob there from Jessica. Oh, she made that backhand. That backhand from Coco is sensational. Wow. Pure instinct and talent there. Coco Gauff. Game point now for Coco once again. Right, got my cup of tea. So hopefully no distractions for the foreseeable future. Coco holds, 1-love. Big hold, that one for Coco. Bearing in mind how difficult it was. Let's switch back to Sinner against Struff. So Sinner here serving 2-3, 15 all. Who are we backing to win the title? Sinner, Struff, Djokovic, Felix, Fritz, Zverev, Lehecka, Kaboli, Arthur Ferry. And what about the women's title? Pegula, Gauff, Noskova, Mertens, Osaka, Mukova, oh, what a point between Sinner and Struff. And Struff wins it. Wow. Some cat and mouse there at the net. $15.30. Miss hit forehand there from Jannik. Going to land in. Lucky Jannik. And a big forehand there from Struff goes long, 30 all. As for Pegula, it looks like a comfortable hold for her at 40-15. After that unreturned serve. Okay, Sinner now has a game point here at 40-30. Oh, wonderful partial shot from Struffy. Juice. Ace down the tee from Sinner. And we have a game point for the Italian. We're back to Juice. Do let me know in the live chat where you're tuning in from. I know Victor is in Lagos. Hey, Ghosty. How are you? I got my English cup of tea today, albeit in a Sevilla mug. Oh, you just missed Yuki. Yuki was on the camera a moment ago, Ghosty. Her suspension was lifted. Game point here for Jannik Sinner at 2-3. Goff had a really tricky hold at the beginning of this second set, but she did indeed hold in the end. And it's now 1-1 in the second. Okay, 3-3 here. Struffy serving double fault, so 3-3 love 15. Okay, 30:15 here for Struffy. Just coming up to 2:30 local time. An hour and 20 minutes for this encounter thus far. Oh, great point here on the Coco serve. So again, another sticky situation for Coco. And Struffy holds to 15. Unbelievable, right? For Jan-Lennard, 36 years old. Gets his first ever Grand Slam quarterfinal. Good save, breakpoint save there for Coco. Big one as well. To get to juice. Yeah, I hear it, Ghosty. I heard it. Did you hear how rich Arthur Ferry's background is? Yeah, really hard. I saw a tweet from, I think it's an Aussie journalist who I often concur with, but on this one I don't. He's like, yeah, but he still works hard. Yeah, but it's not about working hard, it's about having the opportunity, right? Conflating the two. Oh, completely suspect, Ghosted. Completely. It's like a FIFA Trump relationship, right? Or Infantino Trump. Goff holds. Another sticky hold for her, but she does indeed hold for 2-1. Sinner looking comfortable here on serve at 30 love. Sinner's one of 11 men in the Open era to reach all 4 Grand Slam finals. Agassi, of course, being one. Nadal, Djokovic, Federer. Borg, I think. Oh, has Borg. Borg's been in... It's just about Australia and the US Open. That's my question regarding Borg. Okay, 40 love here for Sinner. Welcome to so many of you watching right now, especially for the Pegula Goff encounter. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already done so. The conflation of opportunity and hard work is one that elites like to make, let's say that. I think it's intentional. I think they're aware of it as well. Maybe those that defend the elites aren't aware of it, because I believe the person who posted this tweet was I have no idea about his financial setup. So Yeah. He may be just trying to curry favor with the player and the tennis authorities. But it's like, you know, Elon Musk talks about how hard. By the way, I noticed that in life, a general suspicion is those of you that tell you that they're working hard are generally not working quite so hard. You know, you don't hear somebody struggling for water who walks 15 kilometers a day to just get some clean water. You don't hear them very loud on social media telling you how hard they work. Okay, Sinner dumping a return into the net. So 15 love here. Pegula holding much more comfortably than Coco Gauff right now. Okay, 30-15 here for Struff. Over on the other court for the Coco match. Coco looking much more comfortable on serve this time at 40 love. Yes, indeed, Ghosty. 30 all here on the Struff serve. So some pressure here for Jan-Lennard to deal with. He was, of course, down an early break in this second set, but got the break back. Oh, break point, Jannik Sinner. Nice serve down the tee there to save the break point, Struff. Sadly, Ghosty, we can't, no. I know, Ghosty, I know. Along, of course, with various invasions and other stuff around the world, and weapons stuff, and Trump, and the Democratic Party. Media executives. Game point here for Struff. Forehand from Jannik. It's going to be mishit. It's going to land out. Seen a few mishit forehands from Struff today. I mean, that was more of a not clean hit than a mishit, if that makes sense. I think you probably missed it, Ghosty, but there was an amusing moment at the beginning of the match when I saw Struffy's coach had a bag of ice between his legs. What's funny? Arguably one of the highlights of the match in what has been a fairly mundane affair. I do think the weather is playing its part in that. Okay. Sinner here serving 4-5, love 15. Remember the Lahetska Lahetska versus Zverev match will conclude. So they'll come back and continue their third set when Goff and Pegula are done on centre court. Okay, Goff here serving at 3-all. Okay, once again, Goff here in trouble. And she's going to get out of with a nice volley there to get to 15-30. I hope you can hear this, by the way. This is BBC Sport, and a guy reading the sports news is so funny. I hope you can hear this. Oh, dearie me. Did you hear that, people? I do hope so. It's comedy gold. Oh, Struffy has a set point. But Jannik has saved it. Sorry, I wasn't concentrating there. I was so busy listening to the amusing commentary. Did you hear that, Ghosty? Okay. Yeah, but I thought you could hear it on my laptop, but maybe you couldn't. I'll see if I can find it on my phone and play it down my phone, because I think if I play it down my phone and then put it against the mic, you'll hear it. Anyway, game point here for Jannik after a serve out wide, which I think was an ace. And Goff holds for 4-3. I'll play it again, Ghosty, don't worry. But from my phone. But let's just see what happens in this game here between Sinner and Struff, because it's 4-5. Struff serving to stay in the set, and it's a big serve from him. Sorry, Sinner serves in that big serve from him, and he does hold for 5-all. Right, let's see if I can find it. Ba 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 da ba. Here we go.
Partner Christian Harrison.
Let's see if this works.
Bits of sports news. Liverpool's Neil Skutsky and partner Christian Harrison of the USA are out at the last 16 stage of the men's doubles at Wimbledon. The French Open champions and number 5 seeds were beaten in straight sets, excuse me, a bit of a slip of the tongue, straight sets by Thanasi Kokiakis and Alexander Kovacevic. I was so worried about the names of those tennis players. I made a right mess of that.
Hybrid Tango. We have a torrential thunderstorm.
There we go. Did you hear that one? Oh, please tell me you heard it, because it's too good to not hear it. Struffy here serving 5-all, 15-all. Goff and Pegula are back on court. Yes, straight. Exactly. Yeah, that's just what made it even funnier. They lost in straight something. And then he says Kokiakis as well. And he thinks he's pronounced the name right. I know, but he says Kokiakis. And he says, I'm glad I got the names right. Anyway, funny, right? Okay, Coco on the forehand here. We do dare say that, yeah. I think that's the obvious conclusion. Pegula here, 3-4, love 30. Woo! Well, maybe for Coco. Anyway, let's see, Matthew. Second serve as well for Coco to look at. Has Pegula gone long? She has. Love 40. And Sinner is indeed threatening a break now. 30-all. But Pegula suddenly a match and certainly a set that she's dominated, but yet to get the break in this second set. Now suddenly she finds herself love 40 down from nowhere. And she's missed that first serve by some distance. She's never been in a Wimbledon semi-final. I think she was up a double break on Vondrousova in 2023. Double fault from Pegula. 5-3. Coco will serve for the second set. Struffy, big point that one for him. I think he's up 40-30 here on his serve. And he holds for 6-5. Okay. Goff. Serving for the set. Forehand from Coco goes into the net, so love 15. Yeah, I still think Pegula's winning this, but mainly just because of grass court pedigree. I mean, Coco winning Wimbledon this year would be rivaling Iga and the surprise of her winning Wimbledon last year. I do see Iga's Wimbledon win last year as an anomaly. I don't think she's going to be coming close to winning Wimbledon again. Some might say she's not going to come close to winning a slam again, although I wouldn't go that far. Nice lob here from Coco. Sorry, from Jessica. And it's going to win the point, 15-30. Sinner returns to the court. He has saved a set point on his serve. The previous time he was serving to stay in this set. Struff is guaranteed at least a tie break right now. But it is Sinner to serve. Meanwhile, it's 30 all here between Goff and Pegula. Goff 2 points away from winning the set. Pegula 2 points away from getting the break to get it back on serve. Good serve out wide. Pegula can't get it back in play. So we've got a set point for Coco Gauff. Much to the delight of her box. And there's your man. Your serve man. Gavin McMillan. I think Sinner's just gone long with that slice. So it's 15 all. Gauff gets the set. 6 games to 3. And look at her mother. She is delighted with that. As is the coaching team of Coco. So we're going the distance, people. Over there. Now, let's go back to Sinner against Struff. $15 all. Block return from Struff. He's going to go long. 30-15. I've barely slept thanks to staying up for the USA against Belgium. And the night before, I stayed up for England against Mexico. A couple of nights destroyed there. But entertaining games all the same. Okay, ace here from Jannik Sinner to give him 2 game points to get to this second set tiebreak. Second serve here. Into the rally on the backhand of Struffy. Backhand from Sinner goes awry. So 40-30. Is Struffy believing? Is he believing he can win this match? I know, Ghosty. I tell you what. A World Cup of supporting my theory of, listen, you've got to be courageous and take tough decisions to be a successful football coach. Bobby Martinez of Belgium and Carlo Ancelotti of Brazil didn't have the courage to do so with Neymar and Ronaldo, respectively. And yet you see how he took off De Bruyne and Turkey when they were 2-0 down against Senegal. And they won the match 3-2. Boy, oh boy. Rudy Garcia, take a bow. Anyway, 40-30 here. Sinner goes down the tee with an ace. Holds. We're going to a tie-break, ladies and gentlemen. Never say never, Ghosty. Except when it comes to the US men's national team. Okay. Jan-Lennard Struff to serve first in this tiebreak. Ooh. Yeah, get your predictions in. Come on, people. Get your predictions in as I see Struff hit an ace down the tee. I want to know how this tiebreak's going to pan out. Ghosty's going for 7-3 Struff. What's other people going for? 1-1. See Stan Smith there on centre court watching Pegula and Goff. So Sinner here serving at 1-1. I think they eat too much chocolate. Good serve out wide there from Jannik. 2-1. Too much pace and accuracy on that one. Just seeing Naomi Osaka there with a, dare I say, a proper tennis coach. 1-2, Struff serving. Backhand to backhand at the moment. Is this the point that breaks down? It does in terms of Struff there. 3-1. So Sinner's got his 3 points, Ghosty. You got there. Now you just need Jan-Lennard to win 6 in a row. When you say how can we never see Joe Conter, do you mean on Talking Tennis or elsewhere? It's actually not Wim Fissette I was referring to, Ghosty. Not Wim Fissette at all. I thought it was pretty obvious. Serve volley picked up there. Well done, Jan-Lennard. That wasn't an easy pickup. So 3-2, Sinner. Is Wim Fissette sitting in centre court right now? I didn't see him. I saw Osaka backstage, if you like, or somewhere around the grounds warming up. She'll be playing Mukova later on, I think, on court number 1. So at the conclusion of this Sinner Struff match. Oh, Joe. So Joe, you've seen Joe Conter sitting in centre court, because actually I heard her on comms maybe last week on one of the outside court comms, I think it was. It might have been Montgomery Paolini. And she's not got a mega distinctive, well-known voice. I think I saw it somewhere, maybe even said like Joe Conter's on comms. Sinner's got to 4 points. So bad news for your prediction, Ghosty. Yeah, so I guess maybe on US commentary you don't get it. And I don't see her a lot on the UK either. But I did hear her last week. So maybe she's sort of on the fringes of British media, and therefore you don't get to see her in the US or hear from her. 4-2, Sinner. About to serve Jannik. Out wide, ace. Served immaculately today, or maybe immaculate is a bit too strong a word, but served brilliantly so far today to get to 5-2. Pegula has a break point here, and she takes it. Does she? Or is that getting her the break point? I'm seeing a point on my other screen. No, she's not taken it yet. Sorry, my bad. I'm just seeing the point that got her to the break point. So Pegula has a break point at the beginning of the the third set. She had a heap of break points in the second, couldn't take any of them. Coco could. And Coco's just saved that break point, by the way. And Jan-Lennard has gone from 5-2 to 5-4 on his serve. But now Jannik has 2 serves to serve out this set. Coco as well has some 2 serves as well if she wants to hold from deuce. Good serve down the tee there from Jannik. Too good. 6-4. 6-4 Sinner. 2 set points for a 2 sets to love lead. It's been close. And yet really hasn't felt super dangerous for Jannik either. It's not like he was the one down a mini break in this tie break. It's not like the one he had to save some set points. We had to save 1 set point, didn't he, on his serve about 3 games ago. Anyway, 6-4 here, Sinner. Serves. Misses the first serve. That'll be a welcome relief for Struff because that's been a problem for him so far. Not sure Goff is winning Wimbledon, but maybe you're right. Decent forehand return there. Oh, he's missed it. Sorry. I thought he'd made that forehand return. Sinner wins the second set by 7 points to 4. Change of ends, and Jan-Lennard Struff is in desperate need for a change of fortunes. Over to Coco Gauff, who's trying to hold serve here at love 1. She does have a game point at least. Matthew here suggesting that Pegula can't keep passing up these opportunities. Too many soft errors on return games. Block return there from Pegula. Forehand from Coco. And the slice from Pegula goes into the net. Once again, Gauff getting out of a hole to hold. 1 game all. An hour and 2 minutes on the clock. Is that an hour and 2? Pretty quick, no? Is that right? Hour and 2 minutes? No, hour and 22. Sorry. My eye's not doing a great job right now. I thought that Struff return had landed in. It landed out. And now I'm missing clocks by 20 minutes. It's no good if you're trying to catch a train or a plane. Mind you, if you're trying to catch a train in Germany, no big deal because most trains are late here anyway, so. And I mean late. I don't mean a couple of minutes late. I mean substantially late. Oh, Pegula let that one go, but she's right to let it go because it lands out. 15 love. Good serve down the tee there from Pegula, but well returned by Coco. Coco on the backhand. That is world class from Coco Gauff. 15 all. I just hope I can survive the day, people, because we have a lot of tennis to get through. Imagine I'm still going to be here for another 5 or 6 hours, given all these watch-alongs today. Especially as we've got a 3-setter going on now between Pegula and Gauff. We've got Lehetska and Zverev to return to the court. If Lehetska wins that 3rd set, my goodness me. Gauff drop shot here. Pegula's going to get there. Gauff is going to get her racket on that. Pegula's going to get on his forehand. Gauff is going to put the volley away. And it's 15-40. 2 break points for Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff, Wimbledon champion. Woo. Woo. A lot of tennis to be played yet, both today, but also in the next 2 matches potentially. Oh. Way too passive there from Pegula. Way too passive. She's got to be going big and got to be going in the opposite direction there with that backhand. But that was a tired, lacking belief backhand there from Jessica Pegula. And it is 2-1 Coco Gauff with a break. Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Get in the live chat right now. I just want to see a P or a G. Who is winning this match from here? I'm going P, but it doesn't look good right now. It's almost like she's a bit unwell. Maybe she's struggling with the heat. G says, Leslie Dim, can you please hit the like button on this video? And if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. You may find that my tone goes down as I get more and more tired and just, or I just become more delirious. Don't know what will pan out. But Goff and Pegula are changing ends. It is Pegula leading. Sorry, it's there you go. There's the first. Count all the mistakes and get a tally chart out. Get your abacuses out. Abacuses. Get your abacus out. You don't need to get more than one. Well, individually, you don't have to get more than one abacus out, but collectively, it's more than one, right? Get your fingers out anyway, and probably a lot more, and count how many crazy mistakes I make, such as the one I just suggested where I was about to say that Pegula was up a break when it's actually Coco Gauff who was up 2-1, 30 love with a break. Meanwhile, Struffy and Sinner are having a little bit of a break. What was ooh for calm down, bro? Don't know. But I love the way I said, put P for Pegula or G for Gauff. Snehill puts N. It's like one of those jokes like, I've got 2 words for you, demarcation or something like that. Oh, that's nice from Pegula, 40-15. Who's winning this match? P for Pegula, G for Gauff. Snehill puts N. Oh, he wants them both to lose. Okay. First bit of pressure for Pegula is asked. She can't respond. The weight of not taking an opportunity is too heavy. I mean, Matthew is really down on Pegula, and looking at the scoreboard, you can understand why. Whether she was just, I don't know, just a bit passive at times, whether she's unwell, whether she's hurt, whether she's just feeling the occasion and not confident right now. Don't know. Maybe all of the above. Maybe even the weight of expectation, being the favourite for the title, given the 8 players left. Perhaps. And also within sight of the semi-finals. Bearing in mind she won the first set and then was had lots of looks at a break in the second. And that forehand is, she's just not believing right now. No conviction in her shots. $40 love here for Sinner to begin the 3rd set against Jan-Lennard Struff. Really, Matthew? That is big call, because I still don't see Coco winning Wimbledon, whatever happens today. But then I think I said similar things about Iga last year, but then nobody really gave any resistance. Oh, look at that decision from Jessica Pegula to let that one go, and it landed in. She's going to get to 15-30 here. Les a DM saying this is giving me heart palpitations. Okay, it's going to be 30 all on the Pegula serve after a little bit of a gift of a forehand return from Coco lands out. So 30 all. Meanwhile, over on court number 1, Sinner is held for 1 love, and Struffy is serving 15 love on his serve. She has looked defeated, but she now has 40-30. She holds here. The match is still very much on, right? But whether she pays attention to the scoreboard or how she's feeling, either mentally or physically, I don't know. She has held, and she just clenched her fist. I mean, grass court players, pedigree-wise at least, but I also think it's fair to say Pegula is a better grass court player and had better results and got better pedigree on grass than Coco Gauff, who, remember, until Wimbledon this year, hadn't won a match in 2 years on grass, having lost her 3 previous matches, and I think something like 4 of her previous 5 on grass. Noskova clearly has more pedigree on this surface than Coco. Mukova too, I think, has a slightly more pedigree on this surface than Coco. Maybe not by much. She's not been beyond the quarters at Wimbledon before, but I don't think until this year Coco had ever made the quarters even. Fucks. Okay, where are we at now? Gauff here, 15 love, but I think it's going to be 15 all. And Struffy holds for 1 game all. How are we doing for subscribers, people? Please do hit the subscribe button. All right, ticking over. Keep hitting subscribe, people. Gauff here, 3-2, 30-15. Double fault Coco, 30 all. Secret String is back in Pegula. Keep your support coming in. Do vote in our poll, but also let us know in the live chat who you're supporting or who you think is going to win. I think this is not done yet. If Pegula can just believe, but that backhand again is just too soft. I mean, she's in charge of this rally. Coco is fighting well, but so is Gauff. What a drop shot from Coco Gauff. What an unbelievable drop shot on the defense there, Coco. 40-30. Take a bow. Look at that. It's almost getting a standing ovation, that, and understandably so. Blue 5, I'm guessing that means you're back in Pegula. There you go. Game point here for Coco. Served on the tee, forehand return. Look at these sort of very casual strokes here from Pegula. You can still win a match like this, but it's unlikely. Just going down the center of the court. And the forehand from Coco breaks down, so it is deuce. I mean, who knows? Let's say there may be a backstory to the way she's playing right now. It's unbelievable. We've had Snehil on the stream now for 10 minutes, and he hasn't got angry yet. This must be a new PB, a career high ranking. Oh, that's landed in from Pegula. Now she's at the net, puts that backhand volley away, and we're going to have a break point for Jess Pegula. And Sinner's 30 all on his serve at 1 all. And Pegula gets the break almost from nowhere. Because it was a forehand from Coco that went into the net, and we're back on serve, people. 3 all. Those Coco fans that we've had in the live chat, I'm sure you must be very, very nervous right now. Oh, yeah. Keep hitting subscribe, people. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Misses the first serve, Pegula. And she's put a forehand into the tram line, so it is love 15. Forehand from Pegula into the forehand of Coco. Backhand slice here from Coco Gauff. Forehand cross court from Pegula into the forehand of Coco. Coco comes into the net. Should put this away. Oh, she's put it in a funny position though. But Pegula's going to go long there. So with that lob. And it is love 30 therefore. Okay, Pegula serves down the tee. Backhand return into the forehand of Pegula. Backhand now from Coco. Forehand Pegula on the defense. It's going to go long. And it's suddenly love 40. Again, the tired, beleaguered strokes return from Jessica Pegula. And Coco Gauff is there to take advantage. Love 40 here. 3 break points for Gauff to regain that break advantage in this deciding set. Serve out wide. It's going to be on the forehand of Pegula. And that goes into the net. Gauff gets the break once again. 4-3. Well, that was a short-lived feeling of being back in the match there for Pegula. And so Gauff is now 2 service holds away from winning the match. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, fair enough, Matthew. Fair enough. Okay, Struffy here, 1-2, 15-30. And he has got it to 30 all. As we get to see some very privileged people. Drop shot hit on a slice from Coco. Forehand cross court. Pegula just going into that forehand at the moment, although now it's on the Coco backhand. Now it's on the Coco forehand. Pegula going cross court. And probably should have just stayed on the forehand for a bit longer. Oh, Sinner, break point on the Struff serve. For a chance to go up 2-0 and a break to put him within touching distance of a third Wimbledon semi-final. Backhand, forehand return from Pegula. Forehand from Goff. Forehand from Pegula into the forehand of Goff. Now it's on the forehand of Pegula. Up the line into the backhand slice of Coco, which is going to go long. So 15 all. How about Struff? Is Sinner going to get the break? No. Struff clenched fists as Sinner goes long. Deuce. Goff is beginning to reach the semi-final at a Grand Slam for the 6th time in her career. She is 5-5 in quarterfinal encounters. There you go. Struff saves that break point anyway as a deuce. Goff there with a oh, John, wake up if you can. Good backhand there from Pegula to force the error. And so it is 15-30. No worries. No worries. Thank you for joining us, Lesser DM. Lesser DM 5322. The opinions that I will share will almost always be based on evidence. Whether you like them or not is another thing. And of course, I will have, just like we all do, including you, Mr. Snarehill, we have our own biases. I will say this, though. I don't really support anyone in tennis. There are one or two players that maybe I have a soft spot for because they've come close to winning big title slams and not quite got over the line. And especially if it's a repetitive occurrence. But one of those is Ons Jabeur. So, and she's not around on the tour at the moment. So, okay, game point here for Coco to get to 5-3. Struff still serving. Coco defending. Now she goes for an unbelievable pass. That doesn't work. Pegula struggling to stay in this point. That's going to land in. Wow. We're back to neutral, are we? Drop shot here. Pegula's going to get to the drop shot. And she misses the forehand. Wow, 5-3. Snarehill, again. You're not thinking straight, Mr. Snarehill. How many times have we seen tennis players tired on the men's side in the third set? But you have the bathroom break, or you sit down for a change of ends, or you win a couple of big points and you go again. And I can think of one player in particular who springs to mind, and that's no detriment to him, but it doesn't mean a single... Your comment is just... Yeah, Think about it. Think about it. Because it doesn't work like that, Snehal. And that's fine. You didn't know, but now you think about it. You've been presented with the evidence and you think, oh, you're right. You're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, forehand here from Pegula, cross court into the forehand of Coco Gauff, which goes into the net. 30 love. And we just haven't seen a single women's 5-set match ever. So let's see some, and then we'll come back to this. I mean, we're not going to see any anytime soon. My disappointment is that there aren't more women in favour of it, but I also understand it. I think if men's was always 3 sets, I think most would say no. If the tour was less arduous, I think there'd be more women in favour of it. Has Pegula gone long with the forehand there? She has, 30-15. Sinner doesn't get the break, by the way, so there's 2-all in the 3rd set there. In the 3rd set here, which of course is a deciding set, Gauff is up a break. She's actually 1 game away right now. In fact, she's just 3 points away, albeit that Pegula's serving at 3-15. Backhand return into the forehand of Pegula, which goes into the net. 30-all. Sinner holds for 3-2. Change of ends over on court number 1. Pegula here is in huge trouble. 30-all. Served on the tee, backhand return, forehand from Jessica, into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand from Pegula up the line, it's going to miss. We're going to have a match point for Coco Gauff. Wow, where are we going to go with this? Match point, Coco Gauff, 30-40. Pegula serves, down the tee, forehand return, backhand from Pegula. Oh, she should have come into the net there, I think, Jess. But anyway, for now, she's got away with it. Backhand Pegula going cross court into the net. And that point summed up Jess's day in so many respects, or certainly sets 2 and 3. And the reaction also sums up Coco's tournament, arguably. She just can't believe it. They embrace at the net. Pegula's gone. Arguably the favourite for the title, particularly in the absence of Sabalenka and Swiatek and Rybakina, since they all fell. And it's Coco Gauff into the semi-finals. And I know Gavin McMillan wants to have a word with his charge. Whether he's going to get it or not, I don't know. But there's Coco's mum. And Team Gauff are delighted, and understandably so. A 3-set win for Coco. Snehal suggesting that Coco's the favourite for the title. Okay, didn't know that. Okay, Gauff here, taking some towels, dusting herself down, and she'll have to get ready for a semi-final where it'll either be Naomi Osaka or Karolina Muchova. Muchova, she has an incredible head-to-head with, albeit I don't think they've played on grass before. I don't think. Someone can let me know in the live chat if I'm wrong. Muchova, Gauff, head-to-head. Or maybe they played recently in Berlin. I'm not sure. I'm just going to check to see if Gauff has played Muchova on grass. I know Muchova's finally got a win, but I think it was on the clay in Stuttgart, wasn't it? Earlier this year. I think that's still Karolina's only win. Yeah, there's 1 win for Muchova. And it did indeed come in Stuttgart. I'm just checking now. Yeah, no grass court encounters for these two. That, of course, is a possible, I repeat, possible semi-final. It all depends on how Muchova and Osaka get on. But for now, it is a delightful win from Coco Gauff's perspective. An unexpected win. I mean, let's think about it. Loses the first, goes down a break, breaks back, gets broken again, and ultimately loses the first set. Second set, she is hanging on, Coco, to her serve by a thread, saving break points, going down early in service games. Jessica is holding pretty comfortably until suddenly, at I think 3-4, Pegula serving, and she goes down love 40. And all energy and confidence just disappeared from Pegula, as once again she falls at the Wimbledon quarterfinal stage, just like she did in 2023 to Marketa Vondrousova in another match of missed opportunities. And Coco's going to speak now.
On a fabulous win. Can you start with your reaction to making it through to the semi-finals at Wimbledon?
Oh my goodness. I mean, is this more surprising than Iga or less surprising?
Pretty insane, honestly, considering how I hadn't won a match on grass in 2 years before this tournament. So I'm definitely just really happy with how I played today. Jess is an incredible opponent and person, and playing against her is never easy, but I'm just happy to get through this one today.
You said get through this one today after the first set with Jess on top. Just tell me about how you got back into it. You looked like you needed to get that forehand momentum going again. Was that one of the things that helped turn the match around?
Yeah, for sure. I think just, Jess's ball is so flat and low, so I think I just needed to trust that, I can, be in there in the rallies and just play the tennis that I wanted to play. And I think I started to land more first serves in the court, so I think that also helped. And just trusting my shots, I think, in the first set, I think I made a little bit too many errors, rushing out the rallies a little bit too quickly. And then, I don't know, I just felt like the last 2 sets were really great tennis. And I don't know, I've been going 3 sets almost every match. So, I feel like when you have that faith in yourself as a competitor, when the match goes a distance, when you lose 1 set, you're not panicking.
Just tell me, since you came here in 2019 as a youngster, 15 years old, you did so well in your first year, you got to the 4th round, expectations went through the roof for you, especially here at Wimbledon, because you did so well in the grass. Has it been easy to wear those expectations since then, that every time you come here, people expect you to do really well?
Well, I mean, maybe some people, I think a lot of people had me going out in the first or second round this year, to be honest. So I'm just happy to get through the semis. But I don't know, I think after 7 years playing this tournament, it's finally the first time I can walk on center court and I didn't feel nervous. So okay. I don't know if I'm becoming a vet or I don't know. But it is a beautiful court. It's funny, like I was looking, like they have us waiting over there. I was just like, looking at all because it's so beautiful back there, looking at all the decorations and the art pieces, and then I literally had to tell myself to like look at the door so I could focus on the match, because I'm just like, what is that? What is that? What is that? So yeah, I'm just really enjoying the process of being here, playing at Wimbledon. It's so special in front of you guys. It's even more special. So thank you for coming out and supporting us. And yeah, and I know some of you may wait like many hours to even see us play, sometimes days. So I think I always work hard and try my best on the court, but for me, it gives me a little bit more motivation knowing that so many people like put their lives aside to watch me play.
Well, for you, Coco, it is definitely worth the wait. Congratulations on the first semi-final at Wimbledon.
The first ever Wimbledon semi-final for Coco Gauff. I did not see this coming, that's for sure. And unlike Snehal, I don't see her being the favorite. But who knows? Surprises. But for sure, before today, Pegula was the favorite for the title, despite having never won a Grand Slam before. And yeah, she just was. Now, can Coco Gauff go all the way? Oh, there was a comment about whether she'd ever beaten Osaka before. Yeah, she has a 3-3 head-to-head with Naomi. So 3 wins each. And she has a 6-1 head-to-head with Karolina Muchova. I'm highlighting those 2 players because one of those two will be Coco Gauff's semi-final opponent. She's the first player through to the semi-finals. The other half of the draw, of course, sees quarterfinals between Kostyuk and Paulini and Noskova and Mertens. I imagine because Coco is in the semi-finals, she may well be the favorite for the title right now. But once the quarterfinals line up, you would imagine, especially if Noskova wins her quarterfinal, that she might become propelled. The problem that Noskova has is just, you know, awareness of what it takes to win a huge tournament. But she certainly has the pedigree. But honestly, right now, it's a needle. It's even though there's only 7 players left. I mean, whoever wins it from here will be either random or novel or interesting or shocking, for sure. I guess Noskova at the beginning of the tournament would have been the least shocking, but the other 6 would have all been like, I mean, Mukova wins Bad Homburg, but still, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, come and join us on the other side because we're going to switch our attentions now to Jannik Sinner against Jan-Lennard Struff. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe. So hit that like button and click subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you on the other side. Right. Jan-Lennard Struff serving here at 3-4. Matthew's keen to see Gauff versus Osaka. I mean, I guess in terms of like shocks, you know, Mukova and Noskova are the 2 with the pedigree. They've won matches on grass before. They've won tournaments on grass this year. But really, did we really think they were winning Wimbledon before the beginning of the tournament? No. I don't think I heard anyone suggest that someone was winning that wasn't called Sabalenka, Rybakina, Pegula or Keys. They were the 4 names I heard from about 20 or 30 people. I will grant you that because of their grass court pedigree, they're the least surprising. But if Osaka or Coco or Mertens or Kostyuk win the title from here, it's wild. Right, let's hone in, as I said, on Sinner. And Struff. Because this match could end very soon. It's not even my opinion. It's just a fact, Snail. I'm sorry if you don't like it, that's fine. But it's just a fact, my friend. See, this is an opinion, Snail, and that's fine. But it's an opinion. Possibly now is the answer to your question, Matthew, because it's going to be 2 break points here for Jannik Sinner at 15:40. I think we might discover something with Pegula today. She might have been unwell, or there might have been a heat thing, or she might just keep her counsel on that one. But something was wrong with her today, and I don't think it was just the pressure of the occasion, because She's been in slam finals before. Okay, second serve here for Sinner to look at, 15-40. Ooh, yeah, Leonard, you got a bit lucky there because he clipped the net on that second serve, but it landed just in. Okay, second serve here for Struffy. Forehand the turn. Backhand from Jan-Lennard comes into the net. Can he put the volley away? Not outright, he can't, but Sinner tried to be a bit clever going back across court there. Don't dislike the idea, but the execution wasn't there. So 30-40. Ooh. Okay. Struffy here serving, 30-40, second break point. Snail, who sees Goff as the favourite? You keep going on about this. I mean, I tell you what I will say is probably, somebody can let me know either way, but the bookies will probably have Goff as the favourite right now. But that's because, as I said before, she's in the semis. And Struff can't deal with that. Sinner gets the break, leads 5-3, will serve for the match and a place in his third Wimbledon semi-final. Two hours and 31 minutes on the clock. So 5-3, Sinner serving for the match. Okay, backhand here from Sinner into the forehand of Struffy. Forehand from Sinner, forehand Struff. Now Struff goes up the line, not the cleanest of forehands, and it's going to go long, 15-love. Okay. 30-love here for Sinner. Okay, it's just that you kept going on about it, Snarehill, saying something about Goff being the favourite, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Backhand return from Struffy's good. And Sinner's not going to be able to deal with it. So 30-15. So 30-15 here. Sinner serves on the tee. Struff didn't read that at all. Took a step to the wrong direction. And Sinner now has 2 match points on his serve at 5-3 for a spot in the semi-finals to potentially play Novak Djokovic, although Felix Auger-Aliassime may have a word to say with this. Okay, where are you going to go with this serve, Sinner? You serve out wide, but you miss the first serve. So a second serve to look at for Jan-Lennard Struff. Backhand the turn. It's going to go long. And indeed, Jannik Sinner gets the job done in straight sets. All smiles from both him and his team. Nice exchange between the two. I imagine they're speaking German because I know Jannik is fluent in that language. But yeah, didn't really look in danger. Maybe the only sort of scary moment was having to save that set point on his serve towards the end of that second set. I think it was at 4-5, I think, when he saved that set point. But he saved it. They then go to the tie break. He goes up an early break in that tie break and doesn't cede it. And ultimately just played the bigger points better. The opening sort of 4-5 service games each, it was Jannik who was struggling a bit more. We see some interesting tape on the back of Jannik's back, sort of shoulder blade back area. Something to keep an eye on going forward. Perhaps somebody impressed could ask about that, but then you're relying on journalists to do their job, and I'm not sure that they're always up to that task, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, but also, what about the 5-set situation, Matthew, and endurance? I mean, he's never won a match over 4 hours, and what's he like in 5 sets? About 50-50, right? Which for someone who's got that caliber, I did think today, grass, quicker match, 36-year-old opponent, who knows, plus Jan-Lennard's health over the last 2 years. But we have seen 2 matches this year where Sinner did wilt in the heat, in Australia and also in that match against Juan Manuel Cerúndolo at the French Open, most shockingly. So, Djokovic will be playing on the centre court, but that's in about an hour or so. It all depends on how quickly things get done between Zverev and Lehecka, which will be getting underway very, very soon. But yeah, 2 hours and 34 minutes for Sinner to get the job done today. And he's going to speak now. So let's have a quick listen. Just dip into Sinner.
Yes, first of all, very, very tough player to play against. But, you know, he deserves everything he has done and achieved in his career. And he's a great, great person, you know, with an amazing team. And, yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I felt like you started, you know, better than me. I was struggling a little bit, but then I tried to get into the match. I started to serve a little bit better. Was break up in the second set, couldn't use it, but tried to stay there mentally. And of course, very happy to be back in the semifinals here.
You looked very relaxed in the third set, but he pushed you so hard, as you mentioned, in the second set. Tell us what goes through your mind. You're obviously very resilient. How much do you work on that to be able to come back in the manner that you did?
Yeah, I mean, you know, second set could have ended in a different way. You know, tie breaks is always 50-50, I feel like. So, you know, if you are 1 set all or 2 sets to love up, it makes a big change. So in the third set, I was for sure a little bit more relaxed. His percentage of first serve dropped a little bit, which helped me, you know, to feel slightly more comfortable. And so, of course, very happy to finish in 3 sets. But yeah, so very, very tough player to play against, so I'm very, very pleased.
Important to get it done in 3 sets. It's a hot one out here today. It's getting towards the 30-degree mark, not quite French Open temperatures. But how much of a relief is it for you to get through a match like this in heat, or was it more concern for you?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we worked a lot, especially after Paris, trying to understand what went wrong there. And you know, we prepared ourselves in the best possible way, and in any case, it was a huge test today. I felt really, really comfortable in the physical side today, so a good step forward. But even in the same time, you know, if it would happen again, like in Paris, I hope not. But if it happens again, we know that we need to change a couple of things again. So Yeah, but again, look, very happy to be back in the semi. Thanks for the support. I know it has been a hot day for all of us, and
Jannik Sinner flew to his third Wimbledon semi-final. Just edged it, didn't he, really? Better player in the important moments. As I say, possibly none more so than when he saved that set point on serve in the second set. And Yuri Lehecka and Alexander Zverev are just taking to the court. So that is a match that we will switch our attention to. So please join us for that as that match gets underway. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you think about Jannik Sinner's chances of winning the title. Whether you think he can go all the way, or perhaps Djokovic or Felix can stop him in the semis, or perhaps Taylor Fritz, Alexander Zverev, or even Yuri Lehecka himself can mount a comeback today and stop Jannik in the final. There are one or two other contenders such as Caboli and Arthur Ferry to consider, but in the meantime, it is Jannik Sinner who progresses. Deservedly so, I would argue. And he's the favourite. Now, who can stop him? Let me know. Also, of course, don't forget to like this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And of course, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get to become aware every time we go live. And we are live already for the beginning of, or the recommencement, I should say, of Alexander Zverev and Yuri Lehecka. They will be getting underway in terms of they're back on court to recommence their match with Zverev leading by 2-0. And they will be serving the first point in about 4 to 5 minutes from now. And we are live for that match too. In the meantime, thanks for joining. And you know the drill.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.